So I'm just on Woodseats Road, A61 into Sheffield city centre. I just parked up near what was the Birmingham roundabout off the Bockham Parkway, or however you pronounce that. And I'm actually at Graves Park. You know, I've never been in Graves Park before, so it's a complete new one on me. But it gets very interesting. I didn't understand the significance of graves in Sheffield. What I found out is he was an apprentice watchmaker at Gibraltar Street in Sheffield, then set his own watchmaking company up. Then he went to mail order, and I think the building at the top of Barker's Pool, which is the waterworks building, became the headquarters. I think he employed something like 3,000 people. He donated an awful lot to Sheffield, and this is one of his donations, Graves Park. He also donated Concord Park. It was a ridiculous sum of money he donated to Sheffield. He was born in Horncastle in Lincolnshire, but Sheffield is where he donated all his wealth to. I'll see what I can find in this park. So you can see the board up there. Stop the board to find out more about it. I'm just going to get my bearings and then take you a quick walk. I'll probably go for the most significant bit, the lake, which probably would have been a boating lake, and it isn't anymore, which is a shame. So just up here you've got what looks like a couple of bowling greens. Let's hope there's no clicks on my camera today. Definitely some bowling going off just there. We're trying to head down towards the lakes. So we've got a couple of tennis courts over here by the looks of it, on more than a couple. Back end of the actual bowling pavilion. But it is a beautiful spot. I can't ever remember coming in here, not even as a kid. We'll get down to the bottom and see where that leads us. So I'm walking through what looks like a golf course. These look like greens to me around here. There's another one over there, could be wrong. I'm going to head in that direction down there. This looks a really significant part of this, and I'm sure you can see this on Google Maps if you go on to Google Maps. You can't believe that it's right on the edge of a really busy part of the city. I've just been vlogging the new home of Sheffield Football Club at Meadowhead, and the traffic around there, and you can hardly hear anything other than a plane. When I find something significant, I'll restart my camera, but you can see quite a few bluebells in here. River running down at the bottom. So it's an absolute beautiful evening It's not been great today, but it's certainly nice now. And there's hardly anybody around here. You can just see the expanse, the nature up here. I think we're very close to places like Jordanthorpe. So I really haven't got a clue where I am here, but I just go by my nose. You could get lost in here. Listen to the peace and tranquility compared with Meadowhead Roundabout, where the Burnie Inn was. So I'm on a different path to there, but you can see a bridge over there. So we got to the first of the lakes. Now I don't know if one of these was a boating lake or whether it's always been for nature. You can see where the actual water flow was coming out, and that was what I was doing, following. That waterfall at that end as it came out. We'll get a bit further around and see what I can find up at the other end. You can just see the expanse of greenery around here. Looks like a pavilion over there and a play area of some kind. You can see how nice it is now. That's how it was earlier in the day. That's another view of the pavilion over there. Can anybody tell me anything about it? I assume it's the pavilion and not a hall. So we're at the other side of the actual lake or boating pond. But you know, health and safety don't like these boating ponds anymore. I don't know what's changed. You can't take all risk out of life. So looking at that sign, it says cafe toilets and sports pavilion, so that's what that is over there. Sports pavilion. I'll have a bit further walk around here, but I've seen something I want to see, a hall. Just over there. So I know where I'd be at night if I live around here. I won't be watching the TV. I wonder if Graves will be happy though. It was a George Graves donated so much to Sheffield. I don't know if it was 1 million or whatever back in the 1930s, but it's probably more like £40 million nowadays or more. Would he be 100% happy with how things are? I can't give an historical account whether there were lovely flower beds in here at one bit or whether it's been more like a wildlife park. I'll just get around the other side of this and I'll come back and show you the hall. So it looks like we've got a farm up here. But it's just a taster video of this. Never been in it myself, this park. It's well worth coming out and exploring it. It's lovely and quiet though, as you can probably hear. To me they look like farm buildings up there, but the hall is just a bit further round. You just start to see the hall over there. We'll come round and see if we can get a better view from the front of it. But can anybody confirm which of these lakes was a boating lake? So if I don't tell you what the hall is, I'll put it in the description. So I'm looking across at that pavilion now. I've just been told that there's an issue with asbestos and the staff were laid off. And I think they do portable food around it, but there's an issue with that, and I've also been told there's a Friends of Graves Park as well. But we're going to pop up to where the hall is. It's actually Norton Hall. I've just found out a wealth of information from a lady I've just been speaking to. So we're now coming up to Norton Hall. Now Graves gave this park to the people of Sheffield. I understand there's private flats in here now. Hang on a second, but what's going off there? Private flats? And Graves gave this to Sheffield. Should be a public facility of some kind, this. I get a feeling that things are not quite running to the spirit of what George Graves thought he was giving to the people of Sheffield. But I've also been told about some old nurseries here. I don't know how good the view is on the camera. I think we can get a view around the corner. But I've just been told over here with some nurseries, and it's just been turned into a refuge collection place. It's such a large place. So that looks like the nurseries there. That's now a refuge collection. It's coming round to what I'm hoping is the front of the hall, and there's a church here as well. I didn't know about that. I never saw that on the sign. But these now are private apartments, and to me, if this was given to the people of Sheffield by Graves, then why is it private apartments? So there's the front of the hall, and then there's something over there. Never saw that earlier. Oh, it's beautiful, that, just there. But to me, if this was given to the people of Sheffield by Graves, was part of that, I'd have big concerns. But if somebody can confirm if this was given to the people of Sheffield by Graves, or whether this was separate. But it's in Graves Park, innit? So this is a bit spooky for me, folks, because it's been my uncle's funeral today. And they said in 1971 my uncle got married, and I remember going to his marriage, and guess what, we drove past this, if I'm right. So it's really a bit of a spooky coincidence. We'll just pop up to this church here. Won't be part of Graves Park, but it's a bonus. This is the Church of St James the Great, Norton. Beautiful Celtic cross. So this is one for Miss Havisham. She should have changed her name back to Havisham from Dora Vernon. I could never remember Dora Vernon, but I can always remember Miss Havisham. So what's this all about, Miss Havisham? I'm sure you've been here before, haven't you? It's close to your neck of the wood. It looks like we've got some rich people around here. When you look at it, fissures, and what you see, say on the Archbishop of Canterbury's hat, fissures, symbology. But it's absolutely beautiful now. It was so cold this morning, it felt like winter. So we're around the back of Norton Hall. So now I'm not sure, does Norton Hall belong to Graves Park? See what I can get round the back of the stable block. In fact, that's the last view of the church from this side. So I need to come back here sometime to investigate Norton, because it looks beautiful. So this is Norton Hall Lodge, but I don't know if these are old stables or just looks like old stables to me. So can anybody confirm, was Norton Hall given to the people of Sheffield by Graves, or was this separate to the Graves Park? Now I think they changed the road system around at Norton. That's why I have not seen this since my uncle's wedding in '71, because this is now a back road. It's not the main road you go from anymore. I think it brought you up to the water tower or whatever. I can remember going from the actual church to the wedding reception at Athersage. So we'll get back into Graves Park and see if I can find anything else on the way back, but beautiful. Celtic cross there. You can just see how beautiful it is now. See if we can get a better view of the other bit of the house in a moment. In fact, yeah, I think we can get it from here. Oh no, we can only get the middle bit from there. So if we can get it from another angle. Look here, got a baby sheep. It's not, I could have actually got hold of it, it's not budged at all. Another one over there, they're absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? That's probably the best view I can get you of the hall from this side. It's a shame I can't get that outer building over there so well. Unless I can get it right round the corner, but I don't think I will. So I'm right in the bottom, and I'm told somewhere down here there's an old bridge that's got a problem with it. I was told it was Saxon or 500 years old, so I'm not 100% sure about this one. But if you're local, I understand they're looking for people to be friends of Graves Park. I think Andy Kershaw from Radio Sheffield fame is behind some of this. I don't know whether it's just behind the pavilion or whether it's behind the whole of the park. But if I can find the Saxon Bridge on the way out, that'd be a nice blend into the video. So I don't know if that's the actual bridge that was told about. It's been concreted underneath to save it, or not. But I'll do some further investigating on that, and if I have to, I'll come back to Graves Park. Certainly want to come back to Norton and detail Norton, because it looks like there's some real buried history in Norton. If I find anything else on the way out to Graves Park, I'll document it. If I can't, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you can like the video, follow my channel and click notifications for new videos in the future. So I'm just walking out of Graves Park, and like, I need to clarify the issue. Was Norton Hall actually gifted to the people of Sheffield by Graves? Because according to this it's in the park, but that might be just a figure of speech as such on the map. So if anybody could confirm it, I'm going to go out the different gates here and go and find my car.